Hello my viewers, in this video we will be talking all about salts. So as we discussed in the previous sections that the salts are produced by the neutralization reaction between acid and a base, and salts of strong acid and a strong base are neutral, and neutral means they do have a pH of 7. So one by one, we will be discussing about the preparation and the properties of some salts. So, first of all, I'll categorize salts into two categories: hydrated salts and anhydrous salts. What are hydrated salts? Salts which do contain some amount of water in them, and anhydrous salts, the salts which do not contain any amount of water. So, knowing more about them, we will be moving further. So, what is a salt? अगर हम जनरली बात करें सॉल्ट होता क्या है, सॉल्ट है क्या? सॉल्ट एक कंपाउंड है जो बनता है रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ हाइड्रोजन, ध्यान रखिएगा ये रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ हाइड्रोजन इन एसिड बाय अ मेटल. अब इसको हम कैसे समझेंगे? सिंपल सी लैंग्वेज में, मैंने HCl कंसिडर किया. हमारा HCl क्या होता है? एक एसिड, और उसे किसके साथ रिएक्ट करा रही हूँ मैं? एक मेटल के साथ. सपोज करो मेटल है मेरा सोडियम. तो अब क्या होगा? हाइड्रोजन रिप्लेस करना है किसमें? एक एसिड में. ये हमारा हाइड्रोजन है जो मैं रिप्लेस कर रही हूँ इस एसिड में. तो क्या बन जाएगा हमारे पास? NaCl, और ये जो NaCl है ये क्या बन गया? हमारा सॉल्ट. तो सिंपली एक सॉल्ट कब बनता है? जब हम हाइड्रोजन को रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं एक एसिड में. मूविंग फर्दर, सॉल्ट्स आर फॉर्म्ड व्हेन एसिड्स रिएक्ट विद बेस. ये भी बिल्कुल ठीक है. अगर मैं बात करूं, एक एसिड है हमारा HCl और एक बेस है हमारा सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. ये हम ऑलरेडी रिएक्शन पढ़ चुके हैं. तो जब एक एसिड जैसे कि HCl रिएक्ट कर रहा है एक बेस के साथ NaOH, तो हमेशा क्या बनता है? एक सॉल्ट. अब इससे भी हमारा कौन सा सॉल्ट बनेगा? NaCl, दैट इज आवर सोडियम क्लोराइड. सिंस सोडियम क्लोराइड इज फॉर्म्ड, इट इज ऑल्सो अ salt. In a way, we can say that a salt has two parents. Yes, obviously the salt has two parents. One is the acid and another is the base, because of which we are getting the salt. So its name is also derived from two. हाँ जी, दोनों के नेम्स आएंगे. फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द नेम इज derived from the base, करेक्ट. जैसे कि अब इसे मैंने नाम दिया सोडियम क्लोराइड. बेस क्या था हमारा? सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. तो पहला नाम जो नेम देते हैं, फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द नेम इज द बेस सोडियम, एंड द सेकेंड पार्ट ऑफ द सॉल्ट कम्स फ्रॉम द नेम ऑफ द एसिड क्लोराइड, जो हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड से आया. तो कॉम्बिनेशन देखने को मिला मुझे सॉल्ट में, सोडियम क्लोराइड जो किससे आया है? सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड पहले हमारा बेस, और हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड हमारा एसिड. नेक्स्ट, कॉमन सॉल्ट. अब हम इसी कॉमन सॉल्ट के बारे में बात करेंगे जो कि क्या था? अभी हमने बात करी थी सोडियम क्लोराइड. सो दिस सोडियम क्लोराइड इज नेम्ड एज NaCl. Its formula is NaCl. Students, these type of questions are asked in the form of MCQs or in the one word. Give the chemical formula of common salt. So common salt का chemical formula क्या है? NaCl. Now how do we get it? ये भी एक क्वेश्चन है. बट इससे पहले मैं अलग अलग सॉल्ट्स के बारे में डील करूँ, आपको ये समझना है कि क्या क्या क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं सॉल्ट से. व्हाट इज द कॉमन नेम? तो कॉमन नेम क्या है सॉल्ट का? कॉमन सॉल्ट. अगर द क्वेश्चन इज बीन आस्क्ड, टेल अस द कॉमन नेम ऑफ सोडियम क्लोराइड. सो द कॉमन नेम ऑफ सोडियम क्लोराइड इज कॉमन सॉल्ट. Chemical name of common salt is sodium chloride, and the chemical formula is NaCl. So these three questions can come in the 1 mark questions. Next, now as you can see in this picture, there are shallows created. Shallow क्या होता है? गड्ढे, बड़े बड़े गड्ढे क्रिएट करे गए हैं जिसमें सी वाटर ट्रैप्ड है. Now the sea water gets evaporated by the process of evaporation, and slowly and gradually all the water gets evaporated. And as a result of it, these salt has been formed. तो जो ये सॉल्ट के आपको दिख रहे हैं, सॉल्ट कलेक्शन दिख रहे हैं, कैसे सॉल्ट कलेक्शन हुआ है, जब बहुत दिनों तक वाटर इवापोरेट हुआ, सी वाटर, तो जो बचा वो क्या है हमारा, ये सॉल्ट. सो दिस इज द वन ऑफ द कॉमन वे और द बेसिक वे थ्रू विच वी आर गेटिंग द कॉमन सॉल्ट. बट लैब्स में कैसे बन सकता है कॉमन सॉल्ट? ये कॉमन सॉल्ट लैब में बन सकता है? येस, एग्जैक्टली. The common salt can be formed in the lab and by the reaction of sodium hydroxide and the hydrochloric acid. That is our base and acid. We have right now discussed this reaction in previous slides, that how sodium chloride is formed. So when a base and an acid is reacting, we are getting the sodium chloride along with the water. Next, if I'm talking about the uses, there are tremendous uses of common salt. कहाँ पे use होता है common salt? हर जगह. This common salt is used in cooking food. It is used as a preservative in pickles. अगर हम इस common salt को pickles में डाल दें तो बहुत दिन तक pickle ख़राब नहीं होता और इसे हम बोलते हैं preservative. तो food बनाने के काम आ रहा है, soap बनाने में काम आ रहा है, pickles को बचाने के लिए काम आ रहा है और raw material है बहुत ज़्यादा salts के बनने के लिए. और ये question बहुत important है and it is an important form of MCQ. Which salt is used in the manufacturing of soap? So which salt is it? Yes, it is our sodium chloride. Next हम बात करेंगे salt की, वो है that is the sodium hydroxide. So what is the common name of sodium hydroxide? It is the caustic soda. And what is the chemical formula? It is NaOH. So if the question comes in the exam, write the chemical formula of sodium hydroxide. What you will be writing? NaOH. So how this sodium hydroxide is formed? It's one of the most important questions, students. और इस question को ऐसे भी आ जाता है, explain chloralkali process. तो क्या है ये chloralkali process? हम पढ़ते हैं, ये बहुत important question है जो short type 3 marks के question में आता है. In that question you need to write the reaction as well. So what happens basically? Sodium chloride and water. The combination of these two is termed as brine. आप ध्यान रखेंगे brine किसे बोलते हैं. तो जब सोडियम क्लोराइड वाटर में मिक्स हो जाता है हम उसे ब्राइन बोल देते हैं. सो व्हेन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज पास थ्रू दिस ब्राइन, द प्रोडक्ट्स आर सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, हाइड्रोजन एंड क्लोरीन. व्हाट आर द प्रोडक्ट्स? आई डू रिपीट, सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड विच इज आवर बेस, और एल्कली. एज वी ऑल नो, वाटर एल्कलीज, द बेसिस विच आर सोल्यूबल इन वाटर. तो यहाँ पे एल्कली क्या है? सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. और क्या प्रोडक्ट्स मिल रहे हैं हमें? हाइड्रोजन एंड क्लोरीन. तो इसे क्लोर एल्कली क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि क्लोरीन बन रहा है एक प्रोडक्ट और एक प्रोडक्ट हमारा एल्कली है. तो इस प्रोसेस को हम क्लोर एल्कली प्रोसेस बोलते हैं. और कैसे हमारा सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड बना? तो यस, आपको प्रॉपर्ली मेंशन करना पड़ेगा ये पार्ट भी, दैट सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द इलेक्ट्रोलाइसिस. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करने से. किस किस की? aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Aqueous solution of sodium chloride means water and sodium chloride. So moving ahead, we do have the uses of caustic soda or the uses of sodium hydroxide. Again, it is used in manufacturing of soaps and detergents. It is used in artificial textile fibers. It is used for manufacturing paper, and it is used in degreasing metals. Students, आपको uses बहुत अच्छे से learn करने हैं, because as you know that the trend has been changed and you will be facing lot many MCQs in the papers. So these type of questions are commonly asked, that which salt is used in manufacturing of paper. So you must know that the salt used in manufacturing of paper is sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Students, we will be talking now about the third salt, that is our washing soda. This is one of the most important salt which is usually asked in your exams, and its production is a 3-step process. Means there are 3 steps involved in the production of washing soda. And how, my students? See, we all know, as I have told you in the previous slide, that NaCl and water, that is sodium chloride and water, are together termed as brine. And this brine, when reacts with carbon dioxide and ammonia, it leads to the formation of 2 salts. First is ammonium chloride and second is sodium hydrogen carbonate. The second step is the sodium hydrogen carbonate. So produced, this is our sodium hydrogen carbonate, we have heated it, and on heating to the certain level we got the 3 products, that is Na2CO3 sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide and water. Students, you need to keep one thing in mind. This sodium carbonate produced is termed as soda ash. I do repeat, what is it termed as? Soda ash. And it's many times a question is being asked, tell what is the formula of the soda ash and how soda ash is produced. If the question is in this manner, you only 2 steps. The third step for the formation is, we will react the sodium carbonate along with the 10 water molecules, and as a result of which Na2CO3.10H2. Na2CO3 means sodium carbonate, 10 means deca, and water means hydrate. So the chemical name of washing soda is sodium carbonate decahydrate, which you can see this particular salt. So this is all about the preparation, how our washing soda is prepared. And do remember the questions again: chemical name, chemical formula, and the common name of each salt. The next, students, will be talking about the uses. Yes, we all know there are ample of uses of washing soda, and the first is which we use daily in our day-to-day life. It is used as a cleansing agent. Cleansing agent फॉर डोमेस्टिक पर्पसेस, जैसे हम घर पे क्लीनिंग के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, परमानेंट हार्डनेस को रिमूव करने के लिए यूज़ करते हैं. It is also used in manufacturing of glass, soap and paper, and also with the sodium compounds which is used to make borax. So these are wide applications of washing soda. And again, it can be asked in this particular manner, which salt is used in manufacturing of borax? So you will be writing washing soda. Go through the uses very carefully. The next salt, yes, it is the baking soda, and its preparation is quite simple. It is the same as the first step of the washing soda, as we have done. What is sodium chloride and water called as? Yes, this sodium chloride and water are together termed as brine. Again, this reaction is same. When brine reacts with ammonia and carbon dioxide, it leads to the formation of these 2 salts. And what are the 2 salts? Sodium hydrogen carbonate and ammonium chloride. These 2 are the salts formed. And what is this sodium hydrogen carbonate termed as? The baking soda. So the common name of the sodium hydrogen carbonate is baking soda. The chemical formula is NaHCO3, and the chemical name is sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Next, we will be talking about its uses as well. Its uses are quite simple. It is used as an antacid in making medicines. And what is the antacid, students? First of all, I would like to tell you antacids. Antacids क्या होते हैं? जो acidity को क्योर करते हैं. For example, ENO, PH4, you might have heard all these names. When there is excess of acid in the stomach, we use antacids to cure the acidity. And baking soda is a common antacid. तो बेकिंग सोडा को लेकर हम अपनी एसिडिटी क्योर कर सकते हैं. It is used in manufacturing of baking powder, and it is used in fire extinguishers. So, the fire extinguisher made from the baking soda is termed as soda acid fire extinguisher. Next, we will be talking about the bleaching powder. It is also a type of a salt, and we commonly used in variety of purposes at our homes too. When the slake lime, the calcium hydroxide, we all know it is termed as slake lime, reacts with the chlorine, what happens is hydrogen gets replaced by the chlorine, and the product formed is CaOCl2. Calcium, O से oxy, and Cl2 से chloride. So the product formed is termed as calcium oxychloride along with water, and this calcium oxychloride commonly known as a bleaching powder. Further, if we talk about the uses of the bleaching powder, it is used in bleaching cotton, अलग अलग colors देना, dye वगैरह में. It is used in disinfecting drinking water. Yes, the water tanks are cleaned at regular intervals by adding the bleaching powder so that all the germs could be killed. It is used in the manufacturing of chloroform, and again in the wool industry as well. The last and the most important salt again is the plaster of Paris, POP. You might have seen your ceilings of the wall, the fractured bones are cured by this. So again, this plaster of Paris is commonly found in the market, in the paint shops, and we also name it as POP. See students, how it is prepared when CaSO4.2H2, that is calcium sulfate .2H2. Students, in the first very slide, I told you that the salts are of two types, hydrated or anhydrous. Hydrated means it contains water, as you can see in the salt, calcium sulfate .2 water molecules. So it is an example of what? Hydrated salt. But the salts which do not contain water are termed as anhydrous salts. For example, students, as in the previous slide we did of calcium oxychloride, it does not contain water. Along with it, water का मतलब ये नहीं कि water product में आ रहा है, साथ में तो water नहीं है ना. So it is an example of anhydrous salt. Now, if I talk about the salt produced, this one, the salt is termed as sodium carbonate decahydrate. Now it is also containing water molecules with it. So what it would be? It would again be a hydrated salt. So जिन salts के साथ water molecules हैं उन्हें हम hydrated बोलते हैं और जिनके साथ नहीं है उन्हें हम anhydrous बोलते हैं. Now coming to the preparation of plaster of Paris, CaSO4.2H2. The common name of it is gypsum. And hundreds of times you will face this question, what is gypsum? So you just need to simply write calcium sulfate .2H2, which or the calcium sulfate bonded with the two water molecules is termed as gypsum. And when we heat it at 373 Kelvin, it is not mentioned in this reaction, but the proper temperature is 373 Kelvin. The products formed is calcium sulfate .half H2O plus 1.5 H2O. And the chemical name of it is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. ये जो formula है POP का, उसका chemical name क्या है? CaSO4 means calcium sulfate, half means hemi, and water means hydrate. So calcium sulfate hemihydrate is the chemical name of plaster of Paris. And we all know its uses. It is used in hospitals for setting out the fractured bones, as you can see in this image. It is used in making toys, decorative material, ornaments. It is again used as a fireproofing material. Melamine के साथ mix होके fire dresses बनाने के भी काम आता है. And next, as you can see in the next picture, it is used for making designs on the ceilings of houses and other buildings. So these all are the uses of plaster of Paris. So right now I only told you what is hydrated salt. See students, we will study the term water of crystallization. Directly comes, what is water of crystallization? Give some examples. So when the number of water molecules of crystals, it is termed as water of crystallization. Means कुछ सॉल्ट्स को क्रिस्टल्स की फॉर्म में आने के लिए या कलर लाने के लिए कुछ वाटर के मॉलिक्यूल्स की नीड होती है, और उन वाटर के मॉलिक्यूल्स को हम कैसे टर्म करते हैं? वाटर ऑफ क्रिस्टलाइजेशन. Now see, CuSO4.5H2O. Some of the common examples of water of crystallization are copper sulfate.5H2O, Na2CO3.10H2O, and CaSO4.2H2O. These two salts preparation we have done in some previous slides, and this is termed as blue vitriol or copper sulfate. Now students, if we talk about the hydrated salts, particular slide we will be discussing about action of heat on hydrated salts, how these hydrated salts get affected when we give heat. See students, this salt is copper sulfate.5H2O. I told you in the last slide that it is the blue vitriol. अब जब हम इस blue vitriol को heat करते हैं, it turns up to white. Why? Because the 5 water molecules get loosed or evaporated and only copper sulfate is left. When these 5 water molecules got loosed, the color also get loose. So again, if I'll put some water in the slide or in the second test tube, what will happen? The salt would again get the blue color. And how does this happen, my students? Because this copper sulfate again got द रिक्वायर्ड नंबर ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स। तो अगर किसी भी हाइड्रेटेड सॉल्ट को हम हीट करते हैं तो उसका कलर क्या हो जाता है, वाइट। एंड वाई इट हैपन्स सो, क्योंकि उसका कलर वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स के प्रेजेंट होने की वजह से होता है, और जब तक वाटर मॉलिक्यूल प्रेजेंट है वो प्रॉपर कलर देखने को मिलेगा, वरना नहीं। Now students, just answer these two questions in the comment box and check it out. What's your response about these salts? Do like and share the video. Thank you.